I'd just like to talk about how we got into Access, Ratandeep and myself. We were in Sydney with our son, and his sister had sent him a book from the US, and RD was reading it. He enjoyed reading the book, and while he was reading it, he used to read passages out of that book to me. And every now and then he'd say, this is how I want to live my life. This is how I want to live my life. I said, so wonderful. Now that you're a retired officer, why don't you live your life like this? And then right when he reached the end of the book, he said, they say something, they're talking about something called bars. And this is what I want to do. How about doing this? So he Googled and found out, we had never heard about bars. He found out that the course was being held there in Sydney. So he said, let's go and do it. Now the course was, we had to pay $200 for it. And what I really want to bring out is that time money was a big issue for us. He was a retired army officer and he was not working. So paying $200 for both of us meant $400. I said, no, you do it and let's find out what it is and then I'll see about it. He did the course. He did the course from 3 different people, Maiva, Yana and Sandy, and he became a facilitator. When he became a facilitator, he started running my bars and we started talking about it. And in our house, my son has twins. Both our children are working. The twins used to go to daycare. And there was always some kind of, stress in the house. After he started running bars, I can't explain what really happened, but something happened. And I told RD, whatever you've done, even I want to do it. And that's how I did my bars. Became a facilitator, and we both became facilitators and came to India. Now, when we came to India, we wanted to share it with everybody because it started changing our life. When I went to do my bars, that time he told me, now isn't money an issue? I said, yeah, it's okay, but I just want to do it. And when we was going for the class, our son, he gifted us the class. So that was the last time we thought money was an issue. We came back to India, started talking to people about it. They had never heard about bars. He being from the army, the minute we talk about bars, they'd think about wine tasting and liquor. Bars. So it was so difficult to talk to them about it. The only thing that mattered is whenever they met us and saw us, they saw that we were so happy and we were always talking about bars. So they said, what is this bars? And then of course, we started talking about it and RD started talking about it and how he really upset India with access consciousness. He then did his foundation in level 1. Vanita had come from Malaysia to conduct classes here. And that very year, I also did my foundation level 1. We invited Vanita to Chandigarh. She stayed with us. And we had about 20 people doing the bars and foundation in level 1 from one small city. And then after that, he did his CF. And there was no looking back. He's still a retired officer.
But I'm not tired anymore.
He's not tired anymore. And we go from place to place. We keep talking to people about it. And it has really, really spread in India like, I don't know what.
Wildfire.
And it's so nice to see in this 7-day event how many Indians were there for the 2 and 3. Last time we had 160 people or 180 people for 2 and 3. So it's amazing how people have taken to it.
I'm so grateful to Access, to Gary and Dain and everyone who's working with Access for doing such a wonderful job. And the changes that have come across in me, my family, and that I see happening all over India. And just to imagine that within 3 years of we having a 7-day event here in India, it's something I could have never imagined.
That when I got into Access, I had no problems as such. I thought I had a beautiful life. I have a wonderful husband, lovely children, lovely family, everything. But I don't know what Access did. It changed everything. And I've never seen myself the way I see myself now. And I realized now that I was nowhere in the picture.
She was always taking others' pictures.
And I feel, I have so much of gratitude for Access. I really, really want to thank Gary, Dane, and everybody who's in Access. Because I think together,
Done a wonderful.
it's just changed our lives, and it gets even more and more wonderful
Yes.
every day.
Can't explain it. Difficult. Thank you. Lots of gratitude. Everybody. Thank you.
Start your journey on.